Yeah, it looks like we're live. Mac, we're live. We're live, dude. Pretty sure the people can... Oh, that's okay. Pretty sure these people can see us. Yeah. Are you mad at me? You mad at me for picking you up? Okay. Alright. It's good to see you, Wolfie. Thanks for showing up. This Alan Wake DLC was a surprise to me. I didn't know this shit was coming out. I just found out today in the STG group chat, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing anything today. Except this, which I've been working on this a little bit, but I figured I'd do this next part live, because why not? I'm probably not going to get a lot of actual animation done here. If any at all. I'm just gonna, like, ink this, probably, and then start the DLC. But I wanted to make some progress. And, you know, why not do it live? It's often a fair bet that I don't know things, because I'm just out of touch. By design. I'm really doing it on purpose. So, this is going to be the type of shot where, if I can select the bike face. Yeah, no, obviously I can. It's like a walking shot, right? So he's just going to be like this. He'll blink, and his eyes will move. And that's what it'll be like when it's finished. And you can see on either side, because the way that I'm doing this is I'm just like kind of one shot after another. I don't know if that's how you should do it, but it's how I'm doing it. And so you'll kind of see here. Let me away. But here's, ignore this box too. Here's a shot. It's the background obviously is the majority of the image, and it ain't in there yet, but you'll see this dude walking. And then we've got this one that I'm working on. And then this one, which is really a guide for me, but ultimately it's gonna be like, this will be detailed, but I needed to actually see like how the anatomically this would work. And it's just these two dudes walking. It'll be looped. They'll be moving across the frame. They'll be speaking. But this is just sort of the first rough animation step that I'll be drawing over. Yeah, starting today's work. To get their bodies and movements, like, oh, yeah. This was all about just seeing exactly what this would look like. I don't even know if I'll do this sort of thing in the future. I might do more sketching in the future. This was the result of, like, a few different keyframe sketches, and then just, like, tracing over and generating some automatic keyframes, and then making modifications to those. They turned out really, really nice. But I told myself I would finally start doing something that's not frame by frame animation, so it's this today. I'm selecting my anime pen that I designed. I'm using my lines material. This is like so weird and off from how every other 2D drawing program works, because it's not a 2D drawing program, it's a 3D drawing program. Or I should say it's a 3D program, period. Let's hold off on doing these asymmetrical nose details because I'm going to, like, these eyes will be the same, sides of the face and whatnot will all get duplicated. I'm also drawing way more than I need here, right? So this is the actual frame. But if in the future I ever want to go for a vertical orientation, I'll be able to do that. If I ever want to go 4x3, I can do that because I'll have a lot more to work from. You can see me doing it over with this drawing too. Plus, this head is going to be like moving around, so it would be kind of dumb not to have those designs in there because I would have to be like, oh shit, I missed a spot, you know? Like, just draw it. This is a plugin that I've gotten with like a bunch of different like animation tools to make your life a little bit easier. 1, 2. That is too thin. One of the things that I really like about this software, and the reason that I've just been using it on a pretty permanent basis, is because when I have a line like this that's not quite right, and I'm not happy with it, it's too thick, I can just boop. Theoretically, you can do this with Clip Studio, and I'm sure a lot of other vector-based animation programs, but this was so fucking easy, and it just kind of made the decision for me in terms of which software I wanted to use for animating. Clean, looks good, not too stiff. Person holding the torch is standing straight up to help illuminate. Second person a little more. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm also like, I started, this is an ongoing project that I'm doing, and when I started it, I immediately animated way too much. Just instinctually, I guess. And it didn't look right. It didn't look like authentic, you know, to the anime style. I don't have to do that over and over, but boy, does it feel good, right? I kind of like the way that one curves, actually. I'm leaving it. I'm going to connect these lines just for the sake of clarity. That's another thing it'll do. Watch this. These are vector lines, right? So these are not, this is not just like a raster line that I like drew and then that's the permanent line, right? These are, you can see the construction of them. All these individual points are what actually make up this line. And in this particular case, I would like for these two lines to connect. So, bam, it just does it automatically for me. I think from there, I'm gonna cut that off because this line is not correct. This line should be more like a hair. And this is the problem with leaving the connect lines on. See how it just did that? It just made an executive decision for me. I have to be careful with that. But like, this is how this line ought to look more. So I'll be coming back to that though, because the hair is going to be a separate layer. Back to the jaw. Notice he's got this. I looked into the model that's used for Viking game, and I've been referring back to it as I've been drawing him. This is what's behind the mask, more or less, and I notice he got the Timothée Chalamet jaw. Oh, he's got one of these. Got these jaws that sort of curve inward on the on the straight ahead view. I like to, in general, not always, but lines are either non-existent at the middle or very, very thin and get thicker and thicker as they go towards the edges of the... And you can be symmetrical, whatever, who cares? Avoiding the nose for now. Avoiding the eyes for now, since I'm going to do those on a separate layer. Neckline in. You in. Actually, let's skip you. Here will be a separate. So, alright. I forget, like, how clean and precise anime has to be compared to what I usually am doing. Even when I'm using an anime sort of style. My drawings are still, if you look at the thumbnails on STG, they're way more complicated than they would be if I were animating them. These are my lines. Now, selecting all of them. Shift D to duplicate. Escape to lock in that angle, and then scale on the x-axis -1. You can use a modifier to get you to here visually, so you can like watch yourself do this, but you still are going to pretty much have to copy this image, so it doesn't worth worrying about. You two, I'm going to go ahead and connect you. Now, how did I do that? I don't remember. Control. Okay. No, that's a different join operation. Smooth and shear. Mirror. Merge. Ah, yes. Alright. And we'll use a sculpt line to even this out. This line isn't connected? Shit, man. What am I doing wrong here? It's always something like this. Dumb technique. That's the extrude operation, so I'm not doing that. Selected points? No. No. Wait, why does Alt-M jump out at me? Fuck it. We'll worry about this later. That's something I'm going to need to look up. Blender is all about hotkeys. I know that anime is supposed to have pretty uniform lines, but I still have a certain element of randomization and like thin to thickness to them. Partially because I think it's important to have that in close-ups like this, and partially just because it brings a bit of imperfection to it to start with. I think it's good to have. That's what I'm trying to have. Because I don't want to make stuff that looks like I made it on a computer, I guess. There we go. You want all the convenience of making something on a computer but have it actually look like analog art. Only for the nostalgia factor, you know? because it feels right. Alright, I'm gonna start a new layer for the eyes. Since they're going to be eye lines, will be animated separately from everything else. Oh shit, Tiberius, tell me. It auto-generates the points as I draw, yeah. It just traces the line as I do it. And it applies thickness and thinness in the same way, in the same sort of process that Photoshop or something similar would. Like the video will be 24 frames a second. This is a bit hard to explain with animation, but they call what I'm doing right now animating on 3s. If I were animating on 2s, it would be 12 frames a second, right? The video would still upload at 24 because things like scrolling across backgrounds and things of that nature would still be 24 frames per second smooth, because that's how anime works. But for the most part, I'm going to be animating on 3s. So that's like a drawing, and then a frame of the same drawing, and a frame of the same drawing, and then the next drawing is the new one, and it's just sort of, it goes on like that. Unless there's something I want to be smooth, then I'll do it on 2s. I'm trying to avoid 4s. I've noticed animators on YouTube doing 4s, and they often get responses that are like, hey, this is choppy, so I'm avoiding that. I don't like the way it looks either. That's good to hear, Tiberius. Like, it could still be something, but from the jump, they're just looking and they don't see anything weird or to be alarmed about. It's good. Right, like, so you animate a frame, and then the next frame following that, and then the next frame following that would be duplicates. And then the next one is the new drawing. That's what it means to animate on 3s. I know, Mac. Most anime you watch, particularly low-budget stuff, most of the shots are going to be on 3s. I should say, when it comes to, like, full animated shots, like individual unique drawings, when you see shots like that, those are hard to pull off, so unless they have a budget, they're doing them on 3s. When it comes to the more piecemeal stuff, like these blinks, when this guy blinks, when he moves his eyes, I might do those on 2s, because they're just simple operations. I'm doing the hair on a separate layer. I figure the hair is probably going to move a bit too, with the walk. I do draw on Blender now, Plastic Replica. I found that it was much better for animation. 1, then 2, which is theme, and new one at 3. It's 3 duplicate frames. One after another, after another, after another. That's animating on 3s. Animating on 2s would be 12 frames a second. And that would be frame, frame, you know, identical, and then 2 more identical, and then 2 more identical, like that. On the eyes, yes. I freeze up. Connect these, yeah. Eyebrow area. In anime is always, almost always, a pretty thick line. Gonna make it thin. So. All right. And then you sort of like that. Nope. That did. Disconnect you. Alterations to you after the fact, since you're a pain in the ass. Okay, nice. This will get filled with black eventually. Let's toss that detail. I wanted these eye folds to make them look kind of sad. And I think they work. Right? He still looks young. Looking young is kind of important for Vike, I feel like. Yeah, that's too much. I want there to be a tiny bit of a fold right there. And not worth it. And then another. No, actually, that'll be the same layer. I can always change it later if I want to, but I think for now I want the eyeball in the same layer. If I want to manipulate it later on, I can. I mean, more than just animating it moving. I could just draw it moving. I don't necessarily need the keyframes, but I was sort of planning on doing it with keyframes, but we'll see what I actually... I have a tendency to get myself spun up on technical details when it's this type of drawing, right? Like, it's animated. It's animation. I have to, like, set myself up for... Or at least I feel like I have to set myself up for each scene and what it's going to require. And then that requires different sorts of ways of constructing it than if I just started drawing. But at the same time, it's like, you can make adjustments on the fly. That's why I chose to start doing this in Blender Grease Pencil, as opposed to anywhere else. So really, this is just like my shit. This is my personal neurotic way of like thinking. There's no time. It's like, about what, dude? Like, what are you worried about? Everything is always too late. All right. I'm gonna duplicate you now too. Set our rotation. Great. Edit. Actually, lock the previous line layer, so I'm only grabbing these. Why can't I select? Edit mode. Tweak. Select lasso. That's what I actually want. There we go. Nice. Did I put the eye in the wrong layer? Is that what I did? I think I did. Look at that. Okay, we're fixed. God damn it. And we're duplicating it, leaving it where it is, scaling, x-axis -1, enter. Move on over. Where it feels right, I guess, because... yeah. I'm eyeballing the symmetry here, which is probably fine. Pretty nice. Okay. New layer, and then I'll get the lines in for the hair, and then we'll play some video games. Cool. Where'd my beer go? There it is. I would give him an eyebrow scar and or burn. But this is pre-taking the flame. There's a reason I'm drawing this, I just can't tell you what it is. Well, I'll show you the drawing that, or I shouldn't say drawing, it was a screenshot. But there are multiple screenshots because they have the face data, and people have made Vike again and again. Downloaded him into which folder? That one. Preferences. Rather than set up another layer inside OBS, I'll just pop this in. Reference. There he is. That's actually, like, canonically, until From Software says otherwise, that's our boy Vike. Where'd I put my weed? Pat, what's the matter with you? Yes, it's part of my top secret ongoing personal project. You see what I mean about his jaw? I was saying earlier, he's got the Timothée Chalamet jaw. That's a rare jaw. Curves right here. The discoloring is post-frenzy. Won't get to draw it, though. I don't think I'll get to actually draw that, unfortunately. Maybe someday, but not for this project. That's hard. Hey, beautiful. Cannot believe I made that work. Okay. Where it actually kind of pays off that I got really good at inking, like for real, by hand. Yeah. Uh, uh, mm, somewhere up here. Cool. Mm, not too bad. You can get moved. Oh, you know what? I was going to say, but I got really involved almost right away. That if any of y'all have suggestions for YouTube videos that I could put on for the remainder of this, I could get us set up. On the other hand, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna spend on this before we start Alan Wake, so I kind of fucked up not saying anything. Let's think simplify this by click rather than details and stuff. Fact, let's get this up to about there, and then there, and then there. I was worried about this. Huh? Beautiful. Ooh, that's pretty. Hmm. How's that? Go back to the line layer. Have to do this the way that I'm doing it. Lines, lines, lines. Okay. Okay. I want it select. Oh, because it's locked. I locked it. Could erase it. There's an erase tool, but this is more precise. Sometimes I need that. Ah. Excuse me. That was the beer. Mike's got Mike's got my haircut when I get it cut. Like 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 for about 2 weeks after I get my hair cut, it looks like Vikes. Then it grows out. Good. Clip Studio would let me adjust my lines after making them if I used vector with this kind of precision without a loss of resolution. If only for the fact that the tools kind of sucked. It never quite felt right compared to this, which is already, I think, because they've already designed this to work in 3D. These tools that I'm using right now are not explicitly designed to move lines around, really. These are for three-dimensional objects. And I think maybe because of that, they are much more developed than the alternatives that I've explored. Which is why I'm, again, sticking with grease pencil for this animation project. I've been doing all of the Elden Ring art in grease pencil, in fact, since wasn't the oh, look. Hey Kale, good to see you. Oh yeah, Lords of Gravity. The Lords of Gravity were the first grease pencil attempt, and I think you can kind of tell. I think there's a bit of a lack of confidence in that one in the line art because I didn't know what I was doing yet. Mac, shut. Fuck up, dude. What do you want? What? He's in a mood. My boy, he's in a mood. My boy's in a fucking mood. Yeah, he's in a mood, isn't he? Actually, it's time for food. Mac, do you want to eat? Do you want to eat? Yeah? He wants to eat. You want to eat your dinner, Mac? Alright, here we go. I'll be right back. I gotta take care of these animals. Yeah, like, there's a reason he's in a mood. I'm the asshole. Be right back. Yeah, I know. All right. Listen, I'm just gonna put on Interpol. What are they gonna demonetize me? Can you hear it okay? Yeah, I've yet to have an issue with strikes because I just don't monetize my videos anyways, and I can't. I don't have the subscriber count. Oh, Plastic Replica, you should check out Interpol. They're fucking awesome. They got big in got big. I mean, shit, their debut album, like, they, out the gate, got pretty popular. Interpol, back in, like, 2001. They're still around, but, like, they never hit those heights. Oh, I've been drawing on the wrong layer, but you know what? That's okay. See, this is like an emergency in a lot of software, but drawing on the wrong layer in here is, who cares? No big deal. It's not. Oh, I see. There we go. Fixed. So she puts the weights into my little heart, and she gets in my room and she takes it apart. She gets the weights into my heart, so she puts the weights into my heart. Just a bit more than some Alan Wake DLC. Nothing actually animated quite yet, but thrilled with how this line art is turning out. Very, very happy. I've been feeling pretty down over the amount of progress that's happened on this thing so far. And it's really only over the last few days since I've started feeling pretty healthy again. And I feel pretty equipped to do this. We'll go over you there. No, maybe we won't. Maybe you'll split right there. Go up. Split there. And another one of you. Yeah, I got sick earlier this week, or let's see. It's difficult for me to keep track of time. You guys know that. Yeah, right. So, I was pretty prolific last week, up until about the 29th. And then I woke up, not the 29th, the 30th? 31st? It might have been actually June 1st, Saturday. I just woke up or 31st, whatever, it doesn't matter. I just woke up like very, very congested and just sick inside my fucking face. And that went on for days and days and days until... and I mean, I was crawling out of it. I had to do work for the channel. I did the Omen Twins art throughout all that. But I certainly did not have time to be animating when I was like passing out on a couch and shit. But that's over with. Oh, Killers. Yeah, they were around at the same time. I feel like the Killers probably ripped them off. Cute when you're frustrated. Yeah. Sedated. Too much. Safely say. There's a decent chance that I've listened to this album more than I have listened to any other album in my life. It's just never gotten old. Great news, everyone. There he is. There's our boy Vike. I have to say, very, very happy with this. Oh, and I was going to show y'all something. So, let's see. I'll go ahead, 3 frames, and I'll make a new keyframe. Now you can see that was on this layer. Now these colors are green. That's because they're gone. What's actually here in their place is onion skinning. It's sort of like a ghost of the previous frame, so that when you're animating, you know where these lines were. And in fact, this is the first thing I drew for the hair, was this strand right here, right? So let's say the wind is blowing, right? The line begins here and it ends here. There's this little square spot and then this arrow. So let's say the hair moves that way. Bam. All right. Let's generate a frame in the middle. Now you can see it doesn't quite know what it's doing. I do have to go in here and fix this. But it could be a lot worse. I could have to actually draw the shit every single time. When in fact, this is just fine. Let's see. Yeah, alright. Now, we'll see what that looks like. You can see it moves, right? So you can just imagine that applied to every fucking line in this thing, and you can do anything. And that's why I'm using Blender as opposed to anything else. I feel like when I'm using this, because of how it works, that process is very similar to how like an animation director would work with a team, where there's all the key drawings that have to look really nice, and then there's all the in-between drawings that you see for, you know, a very small fraction of a second. And you've got the grunts working on those, and whether they're talented or not, they have to get them done quickly. That's the priority. And then, as the quality control person, you then have to go through and fix those frames. So having the computer just do that work, I mean, I don't want to devalue the the work that all those guys did on the in-between frames, you know, Cowboy Bebop and Dragon Ball Z, but they're smarter than the fucking computer, I'm sure. But it does make things, like, incredibly easy in a way that they would not be otherwise. I would not have the time to do any animation if I had to draw every frame. Get out of here. Okay. I was going to have this go on for... Actually, how long does it take these guys to walk? 1, 2... to 165. That's about 12. There. A little bit. Location. Copy. Okay. Just to give you an idea of what this shot is supposed to look like once it's all said and done. Because that's how it looks when an anime character is walking in close-up. His hair will move a bit with secondary motion. He'll blink, and his eyes will look to the side, and then we'll cut. It'll be about 4 seconds. If that. I don't have to do all that, but... Save it. And let's get out of here. It's Alan Wake time. Batteries at a yoga and Pilates class. Let me know about the sound. I did a little bit of testing, but there's only so much I can do. Especially because I didn't want to get spoiled on any of whatever this is. Number 1 fan, are you sure? Loading this expansion from this menu will overwrite your progress in the... Whatever. Come up with a better system. Just, like, let me save, like, in a PC game, you fucking weirdos.
A fan. The dictionary definition of the word is an enthusiast, a fervent devotee, an abbreviation of fanatic. What comes across to an outsider as a dangerous obsession or even madness is something entirely different from the point of view of the fan herself. To be a fan is a joyous existence, one filled with the happiness that stems from knowing with utter clarity the purpose of your life. But what if that purpose could be more still? If you could be lifted out of the flock as your idol's chosen one, the only one who could decipher his secret messages. What lengths would you go to save the object of your obsession in Night Springs? Tonight's cult classic episode, number 1 fan.
Teleplay by Alan Wake, hosted by Warland Dorr. Best pie in town, Knight's Diner.
Life's a funny thing. You spend all your time wishing and hoping and dreaming for something, and then, bam! Destiny shows up at your door like a mailman with a package you were pretty sure got lost because you ordered it like 6 months ago. But that's okay. When your destiny has eyes like sunsets and a beard like mahogany-colored velvet, you don't really mind how it arrives. But my day didn't start off with all that excitement. It began like any other day did for this waitress/protector of the town of Night Springs. As always, Knight's Diner was the hottest spot in town, so there was plenty of work to do.
Double check, I still have it on performance mode. That matters to me. At 1080p, I do not get anything out of the higher settings.
Did I get another cup of that delicious special brew that only you know how to make?
Of course. Who else wants to top up?
Me.
Right here, please.
One for me, please, and
Okay.
thank you.
I feel like Rose is really good at her job, and I've never been good at a job, so we're gonna have a problem here. You? No. You? No.
Here's your coffee.
How do you juggle running this diner, your bird sanctuary, and that amazing fan site for the writer you love so much?
Here you go.
A person your genius and grace is wasted serving coffee to us regular Joes and Joannes.
Oh, I don't mind. Hot coffee.
I heard your fan site for that writer was named best fan site in the world.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Congratulations.
Thanks. It wasn't easy.
I don't think that's real.
Another cup.
I would kill to have a passion like you do for that right.
No.
You two are destined for each other.
No.
We sure are. That's everyone's coffee. Better put this pot back. I loved being the very successful owner and operator of the county's most popular diner. But that was nothing compared to my grease fire of passion for the writer and his sheer literary talent, and flowing hair and lips like buttery pie crust. Pie! I need to clear the empty pie plates from the tables. Shucks.
Okay. 50 pie plates. No?
The
Yes.
writer lives just outside town in that mansion of his. Why don't you go talk to him?
Does he?
Oh, we have our own ways of talking.
I saw in the news that you saved every single kitten from that bear attack.
Those yoga lessons really paid off.
Is Knight's Diner going to enter the statewide pie competition this year?
Of course. We're gonna make this our 20th win in a row.
My date last night was a total bust. You're the expert on romance. Any advice?
Yes. But first, tell me everything.
Long story short, she told me I dressed like a divorced gym teacher. But it's what's inside that matters, right?
Right. Show them the real you and it will all work out. Talk about that mole you worry about when you're trying to fall asleep.
Well, I'll try that. Thanks a million.
Don't mention it. What can I get you?
Oh. I need a good book recommendation. After all, you're the town's literature buff.
Oh, you have got to read the newest book in the Writer's Crime Trilogy. I'll grab you a copy from the back.
Okay.
He better not crease any pages.
Two can do it. Thank you so much for taking in my 6 macaws. Is that how you say that, macaws? I know you have your hands full with all the other sick birds at your bird sanctuary, but if anyone can find a cure for their rare bird lupus, it's you. Yours truly, a young girl who wants to be you someday. Lore will hurt. The only thing that hurts more than love is loving again. Oh, love will hurt. It doesn't say lore will hurt. That's just my brain. The only thing that happens more than love, that hurts more than love is Loving Again, Love Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer, who isn't named. Death comes for everyone, that doesn't mean it's painless. Death Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer. A man's life is ripped away. He's out to get justice in the whole city. Will Hurt by America's best-selling writer. Okay. Oh man. Beat Poetry Night at Knight's Diner. Beat Poetry Night for the literary advancement at Night Springs every Friday at 8. There's really impressive Alan drawings, honestly. Employee of the Decade. In recognition of basically being the best at like everything, presented to everyone's favorite waitress. Where is that book that I'm supposed to get? Here?
No time for that. I've got customers waiting.
Well, it's certainly not in the goddamn bathroom. What's the deal?
It's me, your favorite writer whose voice you would recognize in your sleep. I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan, you're the only one who can save me.
Oh my gosh. Don't worry. I'm on my way. My beloved writer was in terrible danger, and I had to rescue him. The stakes had never been higher. Luckily, I kept all my accessories in the diner's kitchen.
Okay. This kitchen back here. Obviously, this isn't real, but like the question is,
My
like,
accessories. Everything a girl needed to claim victory in the battle for love.
like, because I'm not unconvinced she doesn't have a room like this in the diner. Very good chance she has a room like this in the diner.
Gorgeous walnut stock. Deadly. And looks good doing it. Just like me. My trusty 12 gauge, fully automatic. Extreme circumstances call for extreme shotguns. I was finally ready for a night out on the town. With danger.
Is it like an unreliable narrator scenario, or is she just like in her head completely? Okay, we've got that's a hunting rifle, a shotgun. Nothing else? Wait. Oh, kind of loops around. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, well, bye everyone.
Go through the boneyard. It's the shortest route.
This was my moment. My chance to save the rider and make him realize how much he needed me. And if that's not love, I don't know what is.
Run the diner while you're gone, or we'll be way worse at it. Tell him we all love his books. Yeah!
I was leaving my old life behind, like a body left to sink in a lake so no one finds it. Nothing would get between me and my future with the rider. Now, who the heck is that? Who are you? And why do you look like a slightly less handsome version of my rider?
Oh, don't you ever compare me to that worthless hack. Sure, I may be his wild and rebellious estranged twin brother, but we can't all be perfect.
I had no idea he had a brother. To think there were two of him all this time.
After today, there won't be. No more writer, no more books, no more living in his shadow.
But you're his brother. I'm sure you two can talk it out and realize you have so much in common, and after you change, you can move in together. And I'll come over with popcorn for movie nights.
He had his chance for popcorn and movie nights, but he wanted to keep everything for himself. Too bad. You know what they say? If you can't join him, beat him.
What did you do to him?
I locked Mr. Fancy Pants up somewhere you'll never find him.
You won't get away with this. I'll stop you.
Babe, I got an army of people that hate that hack almost as much as I do. They're ready to die if it stops him from writing another crappy book. You got?
I have love. I have a shotgun.
Shotgun.
Well, I gotta... Wait, that's a real shotgun? Okay, I admit, that's I didn't expect that.
Only a monster could be
okay.
pointing my writer's books. And there was only one way to very rude. Of course, you know.
Hold down R1. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh shit. Yeah, don't be giving me instructions in the middle of all this.
Only a monster could be blind to the poignance of my writer's books. There is only one way to deal with monsters.
Oh shit. Dude, how the fuck are you coming from the water? sort of worth it. Anybody else? Oh.
My writer's jerky twin had him locked up somewhere, like a sweet, helpless prince locked in a tower. But his fan in shining armor was on her way. Luckily, one of those haters had made a hole in the fence for me.
Oh my god. Really?
The twins' motorcycle had left tracks in the mud. I recognized the tread pattern immediately, thanks to my famously keen perception. The tracks would lead me right to my writer and his kidnapper. I felt like the detective from my writer's books, solving the case with my wits. All I needed now was an unlimited supply of black coffee and crippling emotional trauma caused by the untimely death of my spouse. More haters.
Haters? Oh, there you are.
never ever told me he had a semi-evil twin brother. He must be waiting until our third or fourth date, surrounded by candles, so he could reveal this vulnerable chapter from the dramatic story of his emotionally troubled past. Oh, that man has more layers than a croissant.
A croissant. I don't know if I have time to read what looks like an entire Max Payne novel. Jesus Christ. Or fan fiction, I guess.
The motorcycle tracks ended at a cabin. Was my writer inside?
Hello? Isn't anyone gonna rescue this poor little writer? Hello? Is anybody there? I'm just a frail writer and I require aid.
He's inside! I'm here! I've come to save you!
Worth noting.
We can finally be together and sit and read poetry readings and drink $18 cocktails and have high tea with the Queen.
Wait a minute. My writer only drinks coffee. 2 sugars, no milk. I keep all the mugs.
Okay, no more tricks. I'll be waiting upstairs.
Life is not unlike a highway.
He's doing all this because he's hopped up on steroids.
That the only thing I had spoiled for me was a headline that said Alan Wake 2's Night Springs DLC is even weirder than Alan Wake 2. So I was at least prepared for that much. This is living up to that. This is genuinely very bizarre. Like, the anchor of just having Alan in the story is completely gone now. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Running with wolves seems like a dangerous hobby. I guess writing doesn't run in the family. Where are you?
I was never upstairs. I lied when I said there were no more tricks.
Ooh, you're starting to piss me off, mister. Where is my writer?
I'm just having a little fun.
Torture ideas for Hack Brother. Car battery. Solid potential.
Kidnaps my writer.
Pulling fingernails. Too messy.
Calls him a tea drinker?
The bell. Where do I get a bell?
Lost the line.
Blunt spoon.
Go to that beach and give this jerk the scolding of a lifetime.
Maybe overcomplicating this. What the fuck is going on?
The twin said he was down at the beach.
Not this beach. This beach. No, that's it. Yeah, they way overstocked on bullets.
Hey, me and my bike were just enjoying the view.
Where is my writer?
What are you even seeing, that crybaby? He's boring, he dresses like a nerd.
Hush your mouth! He is a stylish intellectual who is in touch with his feelings.
You're starting to cramp my style, babe. And I'm not telling you where he is.
Why are you doing this?
What did he ever do to you?
I, already told you that? At the boatyard? I feel overshadowed by success. Like he's taking everything I can compete.
Oh, right. I remember now. It's a self-confidence thing.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that.
You are going to tell me where he is, or else.
Or else what, babe?
I will scold you.
You asked for it. You are rude. You have no manners. Your too cool to care attitude is attractive initially, but drives people away after they realize you're emotionally incapable of letting your walls down to be a normal human being just like everybody else. You are trying way too hard with that outfit.
No, stop! I don't like being seen! Keeping you distracted while my army of haters storms his mansion. Now the love of your life is doomed. Doomed!
He tricked me, even with my famously keen perception. Writer's mansion as fast as my chunky kitten heels would take me.
Oh damn, that was so close. What the hell, dude? Oh my god, why are you so tough? I guess because I have too many fucking bullets. Ow! She's really slow with this thing.
I need to fill my gun up.
Oh shit, dude.
Very rude. I'm fresh out of bullets.
I knew you, my #1 fan, would never fall victim to my twisted brother's lies. His hatred for me is as inexplicable as the sunrise, and just as fiery. But I knew your heart would never waver. You're the only one who can save me. I believe in you.
My writer believed in me. We were kindred spirits. We fit together like a bicycle chain and that spiky wheel thing the chain fits into. We were connected by love and destiny. He was meant to be mine, always and forever. There was no time to lose. I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature from these evil haters. The fate of all art rested on my shoulders.
The fucking haters, man.
Had never been higher.
Stakes had never been higher. Oh.
If I have to stop you myself, I will. Unlike him, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Okay, Jesus. Oh shit. Those are floating hearts? Take the goddamn drugs that I'm oh my god, girl, what are you doing? I'm like slamming R2, I swear to fucking god. Like, I don't know why she's not taking them. Why do I have fucking 289 shotgun shells?
If I have to stop you myself, I will. Unlike him, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I shoot the hearts. No. Certainly doesn't feel like I do. I might not be able to get close to him, so I think it's going to be all about this. Oh my god. I should have known.
Stop me.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
If I have to stop you myself, I will. Unlike him, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Might be the first successful dodge I've actually done
That won't stop.
this whole fucking time. Oh, fuck you.
No choice.
I don't know what that is. What the fuck, man? What do I do about these? I guess you shoot them. Alright. Putting a few more lives into this, then I'm quitting. I ain't in the mood for this shit.
If I have to stop you myself, I will. Unlike him, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
Alright. Have a good night.